Yo, what's happening, y'all? Before I start this video, I know I have to say one thing. I know I've been out for about the last few weeks. It's been very, very hectic. As usual, I have a lot of things going on in my life outside of the YouTube boxing platform, whatnot. So, but yeah, I have been keeping up to date on certain news and updates of what's going on. I know that the Nicholas Walters and Vasily Lomachenko fight has been supposedly been announced, but we have to get a full confirmation on that. But until then, I'll do a video on that. And Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko have financially agreed to fight, but I think what they're trying to do the next step is that they're trying to get the WBO and the WBA to sanction that fight, not only for the IBF title, but also for those world titles as well. So that should be very interesting how that plays out. And of course, Ward and Kovalev, that's probably the biggest fight of the year on paper that I'm looking forward to. But anyhow, I have to start this off by roasting someone, and you guys know who I'm talking about. You see his username right here on the screen before you, okay? It seems to me that ever since that disastrous hangout that he had with me and the librarian, he's been very butthurt ever since. He's been relentless to come after me and the librarian by attacking our opinions. He's been, parading my comments section. It's just like he's trying to find a way to redeem himself after that disastrous after that disaster. And he refuses now, all of a sudden, refuses to discuss anything that's not modern when it comes to boxing, okay? Even though he initially told me that he knew more about boxing history, knew more about boxing history than me, given the fact that he's older. That's what he told me in one of my prior videos. So, wow, okay. But I find that kind of funny because in one of his recent videos, he talked about Harry Greb and some other past fighters. So it's kind of ironic that he now only will discuss modern boxing. He will only debate on modern boxing topics, even though he didn't know that Dwight Muhammad Qawi is a Hall of Fame fighter, and he was inducted to the Hall of Fame, which he doesn't like the fact that I keep bringing that up, nor he likes the fact that I bring up Sugar Ray Robinson now, given the fact that he couldn't even name any of Sugar Ray Robinson's accomplishments or greatest achievements by that matter. But anyways, he wanted to call me out for debate, and I said, sure, why not? Okay, let's debate. So you want to talk about modern day fighters? Let's talk about Gennady Golovkin, because I reminded him that you stated in one of my prior videos that Gennady Golovkin is the best fighter on the planet, right? And I disagreed. I said Roman Gonzalez is. So here's what I told him. I said, let's debate about what? Let's debate. Let's debate Roman Gonzalez versus Triple G. Who's better? And then as you can see right here, he says, they're two different fighters. Roman has a better resume at this point. And I laughed my ass off on that. And he's like, why are you laughing? I'm laughing because, quote, you initially stated that Triple G is the best fighter in the world in my video responding to another clown who declined to debate me on this, right? And now you're retracting from it after I mentioned Gonzalez. And he said, "Coy, I never said that. I never said this, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah." But I did remind him that I screenshot that comment that he mentioned in my prior video where he said this, okay? And then he launches a video today titled "Horse's Ass." I don't know. I think that's the full length. I think that's the full title. "Horse's Ass." He attacked me and the librarian, which prompted the librarian to go after him in a 32-minute response. Okay, rightfully so. Okay, he's saying that I'm distorting everything he says. I always take things out of context. I always misconstrue people's statements, blah, blah, blah. Well, let me say one thing. When he accused Andre Ward for ducking on Sobransky, even though Sobransky agreed to the fight, but he priced himself out, he wanted more money, and he said that Ward should have awarded Sobransky more money, so he called it a duck. So I said, okay, if that's the case, then it's also fair to say that Danny Jacobs at one point, Peter Quillen, and Billy Joe Saunders didn't duck Gennady Golovkin because all three of them priced themselves out against Golovkin. And he refused to say that those guys weren't ducking, even though he says that Ward was ducking Sobransky, even though Sobransky and Ward agreed to fight, but Sobransky priced himself out. So I don't see how that I'm misconstruing anything when I bring in points like that. That's still relevant. But anyways, back to Triple G. Now, he claims that he didn't say that Triple G is the best fighter on the planet. Well, what do you know? Here it is. Triple G is the best fighter on the planet. Who is better? Okay. And you see my comment right here. And I said, Roman Gonzalez. And then you said, quote, no, he's not. He fights a division nobody cares about. And I said, well, he is number one pound for pound. He should be, because Roman Gonzalez is fighting. He is taking challenges, moving up in weight classes. Okay. He's fighting bigger men in their prime. That's what he's doing. And so he deserves that rank. And Roman Gonzalez did beat a pound for pound fighter and a linear champion, while Golovkin didn't do that. And he's beaten more world champions, obviously. So let's go ahead and backtrack this for a minute, because now he's saying that I made countless videos stating my case on Roman Gonzalez being number one pound for pound. Really? If that's the case, which you probably did, no doubt, I think you did, because you make about, what, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos a day, which means you have a lot of time in your hands. But here you are saying that, no, you don't agree that he's the best fighter in the world. This is a very common right here. Okay? So why in the world you say one thing, that Gonzalez is the best fighter in the world pound for pound, but he's not, after you saying that Triple G is the best fighter on the planet? So make up your mind, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. And I've already told you about this. If you're going to stand by a statement on a position, stand with it. Don't flip-flop it around, make it look like people cannot backtrack the things you say. Everything you say gets recorded, man. People could go back and find all your statements. Oh, man, this has not been a good month for you, because you keep getting crushed left and right. You know, you had that Tito Garcia video when you made up numbers about how Golovkin always takes the lower split than his opponents, which is bullshit. We all know he always takes the higher split. He never wants to give in on certain splits. We all know that. And, you know, and of course, I don't want to remind you about the hangout, but let me remind you about the fact that you can even name Sugar Ray Robinson's greatest accomplishments or his opposition. So, yeah, this has been a very, very bad month for you. And to me, I don't know, man. It's just like, you got to stop this, Sean. Yes, I'm going to have to mention your name. You have to stop this, okay? You got to let this go. What happened at that hangout with you, me, and the librarian, it's a thing of the past. Let it go, all right? You go do your thing. You make your videos. You want to go ahead and trash other people's opinions, which is your entire platform. They continue to do so, all right? But don't expect, you should expect people to attack you when you do things like that, and don't victimize yourself all the goddamn time like as if you're not doing anything wrong. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm going to make upload some more videos later. Let me know what you guys' thoughts on this double standard and the flip-flopping going on with this YTBC Cop. I'm out.